Welcome back to Crypto Spaces. Welcome back to the channel. Going to be doing a quick Venice VVV update on the channel, guys. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, and this is all entertainment purposes. Super proud of myself for this Venice, for talking about Venice at the time that I did and bringing it to the channel when I did, guys, because again, as long as I'm able to help my subscribers be successful in this space, that's really all I'm doing it for at this point. So even if my, videos aren't getting the attention I think they should deserve, that's okay. We're going to keep pushing. We won't give up on the channel. If you take a look at my channel, just go to my channel and search VVV or just search Venice, right? You just search Crypto Spaces VVV, and then you'll see that I did a deep dive on Venice at, 3 months ago, right? 3 months ago, I did a deep dive on Venice. I used the protocol and everything like that. And I was like, whoa, this is such a great project because it is tackling two great sectors that I think is going to be extremely powerful on the long term. As you can see in this video 3 months ago, $1.45, right? Venice is a privacy protocol for AI. So basically, you don't have to use KYC. You don't have to go through KYC, give, your government information to these, AI protocols to use these powerful AI tools. And because of that, a lot of users, like millions of users, are using Venice because they want to remain anonymous, right? And of course, privacy is like one of the top sectors. It had a massive run last year with Zcash and other privacy projects. And of course, AI was like the leading, sector for stocks and crypto for this previous bull cycle from 2022, 2023 until even now. AI is just continuously leading. So doing my own research, using the protocol myself, right? Because like I always say in my videos, I don't just buy the coins, I test them out and use them myself to be like, okay, I like what it is. So that's what I did in the deep dive, right? Now maybe my price prediction is a bit high here, but again, I go for the deep dive. 169 views when I talked about it at $1.40, $1.45, 47 views. It's insane, but it is what it is, man. But like I said, very proud of myself. Even 2 months ago, what price was it at 2 months ago? Even 2 months ago, let me pull this up. Okay, so it had to move to $3.32, but then it pulled back one more time before it went on a run. So this is what I'm doing with my channel. I'm doing my best to present great projects, undervalued projects that I think will do well, and then make that bring those to the channel so people that are subscribed to the channel and support the channel, join my public Discord, join my private Discord on Patreon for $5 a month, could win, right? Could be successful in this space and navigate this space and, be in the top 10%, because 90% of people fail in crypto, right? Only 10% are successful. So we gotta, in my opinion, we gotta work together, put our heads together to be in that 10%. And I'm gonna be doing my utmost best with all the research I do, all the reading, all the deep dives, etc., into different projects to guide you guys as best I can to be successful crypto investors, right? So we take a look at Venice here. Recently just got listed on Bithumb. If you don't know, Bithumb is a massive Korean or Asian exchange, and that listing is pretty big, right? That is a big listing for Venice because the Asian users typically use OKX, Bithumb, and I think Upbit as well. So the Bithumb listing is fantastic to see. If you take a look at their X, it's at 60,000 followers now. More and more people are taking notice. The world's number one ranked video model is now on Venice. So the video generator, Seedance 2.0, which I use to create some of my videos as well, Seedance 2.0 is now able to use on Venice, right? You could privately use Seedance 2.0, no KYC, none of your government information, none of that has to be entered into the Venice protocol, and you could use Seedance 2.0 on Venice, right? This was on the 2nd. That is massive stuff. So you could even see here a video that is generated through Venice and Seedance 2.0, right? So basically, Seedance 2.0 is a video generator. You would think this is from a Hollywood directed, film, but this was just prompted in AI with Cdance 2.0 and Venice, right? You use I think Diem tokens or Venice tokens to prompt you to use as tokens for your prompts and your credits. You see how AI platforms have credits, and then you have to buy the credits to use the protocol. With Venice, you use Diem and Venice to use as the credits, right? So that's where the use case of the token comes in, right? So again, very powerful stuff here, and I know a lot of people on the channel, which is great to see, which is a plus for me as well. Believe in the Lord God Jesus Christ, so give praise to him on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, guys. That's fantastic stuff. Praise the Lord. So we also see Wall Street Bets here, the official Wall Street Bets with 1 million followers, saying AI plus crypto feels like the true final frontier that brings crypto truly mainstream. Venice looks positioned to own this vertical. If VVV is the private uncensored version of ChatGPT, it feels undervalued, right? And you see this lobster here. This is basically Claude, OpenClaw, etc., which is also available to use on Venice, right? Disenfranchised clause you may have abandoned, but fear not. The lagoon is warm and inviting. $30 in free API credit for the next week if yours is yours with the new Venice Pro account. Access every major model in the world and take back your dignity, right? So this is what I'm saying here. 73,000 impressions here, 86,000 impressions here. So there's a lot of restrictions that happen. It always happens when it comes to oligarch companies. There's always these massive restrictions. There's always these things that hold the project back or hold the companies back when it comes to regular people, just the average guy trying to use their platforms. Even with YouTube, you guys know me having issues with YouTube and its restrictions, right? All of these oligarch companies, it always happens. So when you have crypto, and again, decentralization, privacy, disruption of these oligarch companies, right? That's where crypto's use case truly shines, in my opinion. And that's where Venice comes in. If you don't want to go through the oligarch companies and they got all these restrictions, you could just use Venice instead and still use all the AI, the fantastic AI tools that you want to use. Cdance, Claude, all these different tools, OpenClaw, all Anthropic's protocols, all of them, right? Through Venice privately, which is fantastic. So overlay protocol, Venice Futures is now live on Overlay. So Overlay is a perp dex, awesome. And now you could trade Venice Futures with Overlay protocol. And like I said as well, they also do tutorials on how you could create workflows. You see Cdance 2.0 on Venice handles multi-shot and prompting, native audio, real physics, and more. And they do walkthroughs with Venice on their YouTube channel on X as well. So if you want to use the protocol and get some Venice, some Diem to start creating great video generated videos through Cdance 2.0, which is for someone like me, I'm a content creator, so this is something I would definitely use for myself personally, right? And like I always say it all the time, AI is the future, guys. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger. It's just gonna keep getting better. And even like I said, even familiarizing yourself with even some AI is a very useful thing to do, in my opinion. So I'm looking at Venice here on chain, as you could see, because that's where I first was paying attention, because I was like, I remember when this project got listed on Coinbase way back, there was a lot of controversy, and I remember I kept it on my watch list. That's also a skill or a tip that you definitely need to do. When there's new launches, just add it to your watch list, be patient, and keep an eye and tab on the project, because more when you do, there's a chance that some of the projects that are newly launched, they may have the massive pullback first, but if the team keeps building, that's a great time for you to DCA into them for the future recovery, right? Not all of them do this, but it's a good it's a good tip to do, to just add projects to your watch list that you might be like, one day you forget about the project and then boom, it's up 10x. You're like, I remember this project, right? So adding projects to your watch list is very important, in my opinion, that you have that you're doing your research on. So again, let me go to price here. So like I said, talked about Venice back here, $1.40 in this area around the end of December. Had to move up to $3, almost $4, pull back down to $1.80, gave people a second chance to get in. Now it's at $7.40 and absolutely crushing it. I'm not telling anyone to top blast or FOMO in here. I'm just doing an update on the project, man, and we'll see how far it goes, honestly. That's typically how it is. Do not FOMO into any projects, guys. I'm just doing an update because this project is crushing it here. If you were going to buy, you were supposed to DCA dips. Any dips you see, that's the time to buy, man. But as we can see right now, it's at $594 million FDV. So could it get to $1 billion in FDV, 2 to 3 billion in FDV? Very possible, guys. Like I said, $10 to $20 back to the high for Venice. Very possible. It really is. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I really appreciate all the support that you guys show to the channel. It really helps out. Join my public Discord. That is the free Discord. Link to that is in the description if you just want to talk with the rest of the community. It is a smaller channel, so it's, I'm building up one step at a time here. And if you want to get calls like Venice at $1.40, now it's $7.46, absolutely crushing it. Join my Patreon for access for $5 a month, guys, so you could get access to all the projects that I think are fantastic or have potential early before anyone else, right? You only get access to that through my private Discord, through the Patreon. And again, it's only $5 a month, and it really helps the channel out as well. Remember, none of this is financial advice, and I'll catch you in the next one.